Guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they have performed above and beyond expectations thus far. As good?
Of course it is. I mean, I'll tell you this. They may have snuck up on some of their opponents here in the early season, but they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. Teams will be ready for them.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the two. Al-Farouq Amino is out there with Myers Leonard. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot, manning the middle. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Here's Westbrook. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
And right out of the gates, they are locked.
Plumlee in the post. Adams defending. Plumlee, no luck.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Here's Lillard. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. The three from Leonard. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Leonard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lillard against Westbrook. Passes it to Roberson. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here's McCollum for 3. Cannot hit. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really many free runs to the hoop they got.
The 10-footer. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Westbrook.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Plumlee, no luck.
Well, I tell you what, guys, last season the Thunder were fantastic on the glass. I mean, they started out as a great rebounding team and got even better after their trades.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
The Thunder leading by 11. Here's Roberson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Roberson's got 6.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Last season, the Oklahoma City Thunder led the entire NBA in rebounding. Greg, they did well on both ends. First in the league in offensive rebounds and second in defensive.
And Kevin, the thing that sticks out for me, for OKC, everybody rebounds. The guards, the bigs, the wings. It really has a huge impact and allows you to have that many more possessions. So if this team is healthy, watch out.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Now, here's Lillard. 20 points for him last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break transition opportunity.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who is shooting less than 40% from the field last season. He just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot, and most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
That one goes. Count it.
For 3.
There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Here's Lillard after Enes Kanter's basket. Back to Lillard. Poked loose. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Here's Kaman following the score by Oklahoma City. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Nick Collison's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Roberts is checked in for Portland. Here's McCollum. He's coming off a 25-point game against New Orleans.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
And that one's good. Payne's got his first bucket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Tipped away and stolen by Payne. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Collison, no good.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Roberts. And Kanter pulls it down.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Now here's Waiters. Pass to Durant. Over to the left wing. Here's Payne. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Thunder lead by 18. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up To the expectations for him in Portland.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
And really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
On the floor for Portland, Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Brian Roberts. Then it's Allen Crabbe, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. Here's Roberts. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Count that one.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
With the shot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Durant comes in for Adams, and it's Payne in for Roberson. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Westbrook. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 6 points.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Lillard attacking, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Payne can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 16. Here's Crabbe. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And, fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
That bucket in no time at all. 11 points for Kevin Durant.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
The Thunder leading by 17.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole a game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding basket. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Damian Lillard is a 2-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
And he gets the bucket. Payne's got 4 this quarter.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And for Lillard, that motivation. Remember, he got cut from Team USA a couple summers Irving, and Lillard calls it wood on the fire. Those things keep him focused and also hungry.
Here's Payne, and Waiters kicks to Ibaka. Again.
To make that basket possible. And remember, Lillard, the former Rookie of the Year, he's had his snubs, but also he's gotten some recognition. Even playing in the Pacific Northwest, he's got his own signature shoe now, and his star definitely on the rise. Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now, here's Westbrook. A 23-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Waiters. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Roberson in for Russell Westbrook. Portland also making some changes. Chris Kamen's checked in for Plumlee. Reese Harkless comes in for Leonard. And McCollum subbed in for Crabbe. It's deflected. Durant with the steal. Ball going up court. That's good from Payne on the assist from Roberson. Roberson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Ryan Roberts is checked in for Lillard. .50 seconds left in the first half. They get it back. Harkless, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
To the middle. A nice shot by Roberts. Roberts got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And that one's good. Roberts got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
The Thunder leading by 15. The feed to Robertson. Dishes it to Payne. Here's Roberson. He's guarded by McCollum. And Payne now top of the key. Durant for 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so that's the end of the first half. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 15. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what has allowed you to build this lead and get some separation here?
Well, we've just been playing hard. Those guys are tough to guard. They cut so hard. They play well together, and we had a decent half. We got to keep it going.
Kevin, you've earned a rest. Guys, back to you at the table.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the 3rd quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 steals, and 4 assists. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the 3rd quarter.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the 3rd quarter started. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and two mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
The Thunder leading by 15. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. And it's Cantor in at the center position. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
And one thing about Damian Lillard, for as much as he handles the ball, for as much as he pushes the action, he doesn't turn the ball over. I mean, surprising for a young, aggressive point guard, but this guy plays wise beyond his years.
Plumlee with the steal. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Cantor. And slammed in for 2.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's Westbrook, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what should you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And then Waiters with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there. And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunked so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
Now here's McCollum. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. 90 seconds now into the second half. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Here's Leonard. Can't hit. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And there's Lillard. That's good. On the assist by McCollum. And that's now 7 points for Lillard.
And even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home, they were still as strong as ever. I mean, a home record of 29-12 is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference.
Here's Lillard. Dion Waiters making his last shot. McCollum, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. McCollum's got 8 points.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
That's good.
And part of why the Thunder were so good at home was their attention to detail on the defensive end of the floor. They were a top 5 defense at home. They had the best rebound differential in the league at home.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
A three from McCollum. And Cancer pulls it down. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Leonard with the steal. Down low. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 10.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Trailblazers trail by 15. Kicks it to Aminu. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Roberson, he's checked in for Waiters. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook.
And Chris Kaman, guys, signing with the Blazers last season, he's had big contracts before, but told his agent, hey, let's focus on getting a winning situation.
Roberson gets the bucket. And there's a minute 45 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Harkless. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Cram. He's got 12.
Well, we all know how loud NBA arenas can get. I mean, last season there were some accusations thrown around that it wasn't all organic. I mean, some players felt as if some of the NBA crowd noise was artificial.
Some heavy accusations about artificial noise being pumped in last year. We've seen the issue in the NFL, talked about now in the NBA. Seeing it in other sports, there's a case that maybe the NBA's got to deal with this.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I know some stadiums, it might feel like there is extra noise being pumped in. And listen, there are a lot of fan bases that we have are just flat out loud. I mean, it can be electric. But having said that, I don't think we want to have the artificial noise being pumped in. I think it does the game a disservice.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
.103 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Roberts. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Roberts got 8 points.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. Trailblazers trail by 13. 40 seconds left to play here in the third. Aminu dishes to Kaman, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Kaman's got his second bucket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Roberts. 8 points for him. And finished off by Collison.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
And Roberts kicks to Crabbe. Bangs home the trifecta. Crabbe's got 16.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Thunder shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the technical free throw is good. He gets it up. Can't get it to fall. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's McCollum. On the floor for Portland. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Plumlee out there with Myers Leonard. And it's Harkless in at the 3, the small forward.
Now into the lineup for your Thunder, Serge Ibaka.
To the paint. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Leonard.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Lillard with the block, and they'll keep possession. Shots good by Ibaka. Trailblazers trail by 13. And Lillard gets double-teamed. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 12 points for C.J. McCollum. The Thunder leading by Westbrook. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
That's just running the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Westbrook with the steal. To the middle. Here's Durant. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here we go, one-on-one. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Trailblazers trail by 19. McCollum with the ball. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Westbrook can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Here's Harkless. Great D that time from Durant.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. And the rejection by Ibaka. Good. And it's 13 points for Damian Lillard.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Durant kicks to Westbrook. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 8th assist in the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The Thunder leading by 15. He feeds it to Westbrook. Buries the long-range jumper. Westbrook's got 19 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Harkless The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Waiters. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Aminu's checked in. And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a fan's perspective. Oh, to illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
Durant for 3. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 18. And Cantor pulls it down. Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Thunder.
Fewer miscues made the difference, Clark.
Yeah, I thought the fact they minimized their turnovers was huge. It was a terrific all-around effort.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And guys, when you're cracking heads against somebody 4 times over the course of a season, boy, it's a great feeling to snatch that first game. Good adjustments tonight against the Trailblazers.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Kevin Durant. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And stolen by Lillard. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Lillard.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And that one's good. Durant. Portland with the ball. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And then Lillard slams it in.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Damian Lillard.
Now here's Westbrook. Durant kicks to Cantor. To the inside. Out to Ibaka. Outside Westbrook. Misses there. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, as we've come to expect another exceptional game for you, how do you put together a night like this?
Well, I'm just playing off my teammates. I'm not trying to force anything. Just take what the defense gives me and be aggressive.
Thank you for the
2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
He was completely in sync with the whole team tonight. And you can see that in the assist numbers, which were spectacular, I might add. It's hard to imagine him having a better night passing the basketball. Man.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie.
It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. The Thunder made a special trip here for one game, back in Oklahoma City for the next one. It's got to be a relief to see Iman Shumpert back in uniform, looking healthy and ready to contribute. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Oklahoma City right now, down low it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Oklahoma City on D. 4-point game. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history.
They really do. I mean, whenever they play each other, it means a little bit extra. These are two franchises, you said, that certainly have had their fair share of tangles in the past. Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Shots good by Ibaka.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
LeBron against Durant. LeBron kicks to Love. Great open look there.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Well, I tell you what, Ibaka has really improved his shooting stroke. That thing is now easy to look at.
Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
He knows one of the hardest parts on scoring against this defense has to do with their prolific shot blocker, Serge Ibaka. He told me he's one of those guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's so mobile. You often don't see him coming. And Kevin, you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit the mid-range, and he's always an X factor for them. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Smith. And it's Durant with the rebound. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
Well, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
With the pass.
Westbrook dishes to Robertson. Back to Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. Lets it go with a three. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Dellavedova kicks to Smith. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate.
Guys,
didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Stolen by Westbrook. He feeds it to Ralph Foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Matthew Dellavedova.
One last thing with Durant's foot. Foot injuries can be a scary thing in the NBA. Along with knees, those are the injuries you don't want to risk anything with.
And Fry slams it in.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
1:53 left to play in the first quarter. And the pass to Waiters. Beyond the arc. And the Thunder another three.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
That drops.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now here's Waiters. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Williams against Cantor. They set the pick. It's Williams with the drive. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy. Well, if you like offense, That's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And Waiters with the stuff.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
And the call will be against Nick Collison. That is his first foul of the game.
Now into the lineup of the Thunder. Kevin Durant.
Outside Williams. And stolen by Payne. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And then Durant with the dunk.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on the...
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Thunder up by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And Serge Ibaka, coming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his team. Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make to a player, there it is.
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2, and it's Durant in at the 3. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound, Thompson. Good D by Westbrook.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Thompson with the bucket.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Took him no time at all on that one. Durant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
You know, it's hard not to think of great shooting when you think of Kevin Durant. What he's really worked on over the past few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Roberson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. No one near Smith as he lets it go. The three-pointer, no good. Getting back to Durant's playmaking, it's something we've seen Jordan do. It's something we've seen Kobe, master. It helps those guys win championships.
Yeah, scoring yourself is great, but when you're trying to win rings, you have to trust and believe in others. And at this point in Kevin's career, he's all about that ring.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Love. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Love's got his second bucket of the night.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And Westbrook, here we go. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
The Thunder have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Fry comes in for Thompson. And James subbed in for Iman Shumpert. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Payne's checked in. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Cantor checked in for the Thunder. Westbrook comes in for Andre Robertson. The Thunder leading by 7. Here's Payne. Banked in off the glass.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard. Now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Westbrook against Smith. Shot clock at 6. Mozgov with the bucket.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And they double him up with LeBron. Smith on the wing. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 6 assists here tonight.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Waiters is checked in.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
They get a hand on it. Mozgov kicks the Fry. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 1:27 left in the second quarter. And the dunk by Westbrook.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
To the middle. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Williams against Waiters. To halt the run. Mozgov passes to Fry. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Well, talking about Channing Frye last year, the three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing and back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
The drive by Smith, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Mozgov. The shot is off. Great D that time from Durant. Here's Waiters. And he misses the fast break layup. And so that's the end of the first.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 6 assists. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade.
A nice quarter for Westbrook. He has 15 points and big-time defense with the 3 steals, too. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's really hard to put in words just what he's doing out on the floor.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes.
The dunk by Cheese.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. And it's good, assisting on the play with Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 5th assist in this one. Oklahoma City has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Shots good by Ibaka.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Cavaliers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Smith for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Yeah, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Dellavedova. Oklahoma City's gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And Ibaka kicks to Westbrook. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And LeBron pulls it down hard.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
And they've really come out of halftime with the eye of the tiger. Plenty of fire in their eyes and tremendous focus and intensity.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters. But such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles. Sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And then for Oklahoma City, Enes Kanter's checked in for Ibaka. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Roberson. Kanter's shot is off. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 17-7 run. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Down low, here's Kanter. And count it, 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Westbrook. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And that's now 19 points for Russell Westbrook.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Dellavedova dishes to Fry. It's stolen by Adams. And now it's Waiters running. He can go all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
it down. He's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Here's Adams, and again it's Oklahoma City.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
For the Cavaliers, Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. And Mo Williams subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Thunder also changing it up. Ibaka comes in for Adams. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. The Thunder leading by 9. Inside, here's Durant. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
This is a nice third-quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Durant against LeBron. Poke loose. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. Payne's shot is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
They get it back. Fry. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Fry's got 8 points.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
And there's the feed to Waiters. And the Thunder another three.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And that one's good.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
It's Durant on the wing. For three. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 12. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Payne out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Collison in at the small forward position. On the wing, Thompson. Now here's Collison, the fast break opportunity. The second chance effort, and the layup is good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've got in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Kanter. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Serge Ibaka. To the right side. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. The drive by James, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
The shot. And that one hits back iron. The Cavaliers trail by 11. From 11 feet away, Dellavedova, that's good.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been...
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
But, Greg, they can't relax yet. I mean, they've still got plenty of work to do here. Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Here's Payne. And the rejection by Smith. Now here's LeBron. Defense is right there. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. It's LeBron with the drive. No good from 11 feet. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Here's Westbrook. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Westbrook's got 23 points.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
And the Thunder making a switch here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Ibaka comes in for Nick Collison. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Payne. And Dion Waiters set in for Robertson.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. The drive by James. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Westbrook can't get it to go. For Cleveland, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Smith kicks to LeBron. Pulls it up. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. James has got 30 points.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Westbrook can't get it to go. And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. A good look from Smith. Good, and the assist goes to James. And now just a 5-point Thunder lead. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're leading by 5. 1:56 left in the fourth.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 7. 1:52 left in the game. $1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's 6 points for Love.
I'm sure they're satisfied with that possession, guys. Very nice shot that time.
Here's Westbrook. Drills the elbow jumper. And the Thunder lead by 7.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 7. 1:42 left in the fourth quarter. James against Durant. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Thunder making a change here. Robertson's checked in. Dellavedova kicks to James. To the paint. Here's Love. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Dishes it to Kanter. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Westbrook. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys. An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 30 points and 11 dimes. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
Wasted no time on that one.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this one.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Love wide open. He fires. Goes up again, and it's laid up and in by Thompson.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Westbrook, and the shot is good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, inside, and stolen by Love.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
There's 21 seconds left in the game, and now they decide to foul intentionally. For the Cavaliers, Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. Von Shepard has come in for Smith, and it's Williams in for Matthew Dellavedova. Then for the Thunder, Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They trail by 7. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, they can game plan all they want, but unless they can put more time on the clock, I think this bad boy's over.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they hope to get accomplished with this time out here.
LeBron kicks to Williams, feeds it to Mozgov. Fires from deep. Cleveland the rebound. James in the post. He's against Cantor. James right side. Fires from deep. Shot is off. Off on that one. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, some great work offensively, plenty of teamwork. What's been the key to get this offense clicking?
Well, we just found an open man. You know, our point guard is doing a great job of getting everybody involved, and we're just playing off each other right now.
Thank you, Kevin. Certainly a team effort. Kev, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Thunder out in Oklahoma City. The wins have been coming pretty steadily for the Thunder. On their home court against a subpar team, this is one they expect to win. As long as they play with effort, you have to like their chances. And so for Kevin Durant, so many years in Oklahoma City, and I mean, this has been his franchise since he's come into the league.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road. And Metta World Peace out with an injury. Clark, he'll really be missed.
And you're right, Kevin. As bad as it's turned out to be, it tells you a little bit about his toughness, that when they took him to the locker room after he got hurt last game, he wanted to come back out and get on the court.
Yeah, and credit the team for putting his long-term health first, because this guy clearly is a gamer, and I'm sure he's looking to get back out there as soon as possible.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've got Bryant. Julius Randle is out there with Young. Then it's Russell. And it's Zachary in at the 5 spot. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
On defense, Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Russell against Westbrook. Sacre, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Pass to Adams. Cannot hit, and the Lakers take it the other way. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, plagued by foul trouble throughout in that game. I think it just forced them into some rotations that they weren't comfortable with.
Yeah, and you know, the frustrating part, guys, is that's something that can be avoided. You know, you can correct that, but you've got to move your feet and keep your hands to yourself. You've got to show some discipline.
On the wing, Bryant. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Bryant. We saw him with 29 points last game. Here's Russell. It's hauled in by Adams.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And Durant gets it to go.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
We all know about Durant's injury last season. Strange, because he was the model of health pretty much before that.
He really was. I mean, just rarely missed extended time. And factoring he, along with Westbrook, 2 guys who had been really the model of durability. Health is something he nor the fans will ever take for granted again.
Again, Oklahoma City.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Young passes to Russell. He kicks to Sacre. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
You know, a quick note about Kevin Durant and his ability to stay on the floor. Prior to last season, he played in 97% of all games that he could have. That's high-level durability there. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Now here's Kobe. He's guarded closely. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And thinking about how much Durant has played, that 97% of games played is for international play and playoffs. That's an incredible amount of games that he's suited up for. You wonder if it just wore down his body.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Waiters is checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Bass comes in for Sacre, and it's Clarkson in for Kobe.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball moving out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Here's Young, following the score by Oklahoma City. Poked loose. Here's Bass. The rebound by Ibaka. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's Clarkson. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Clarkson kicks to Bass. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Nick Collison's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Bass with the screen. Here's Kelly. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Payne kicks to Durant. Again, Oklahoma City.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Clarkson dishes to Bass. Pass to Huertas. Lets it go from 11.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And the Lakers with possession here. The Thunder making the shot. Pass nicely. Durant's got 18 points in the game. Stolen by Waiters. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition from deep three-point range. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Thunder lead by 13. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective. At Kobe's age, and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of great adjustments? Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, Kanter is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Waiters in at the small forward position.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And pushing it up here is Oklahoma City.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Randall's checked in for Nance. Young comes in for Ryan Kelly. And it's Russell in for Clarkson.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
And the Lakers call time here.
And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The fifth metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lakers trail by 12. Outside, Russell. Six on the shot clock. Here's Randall. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
Here's Russell following the score by Serge Ibaka. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Russell's got his second basket of the night. Here's Waiters. Good defensive work there by Young.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
The Thunder leading by 8. Here's Durant. The rebound by Sacre. Lakers have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Kobe can't hit. The Thunder have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And Durant, here we go.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now, here is Russell. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. To the middle. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Payne, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And that one's good. Westbrook.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Lakers trail by 9. Outside, Russell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. There may be some questions for a while about D'Angelo Russell. People will guess which position he's best at in the NBA. You and I saw him firsthand playing for the Bucks. I mean, he is a terrific talent.
Yeah, he really is. I think he's an old school guard, Kevin. He can play with the ball and be effective, or he can play off the ball. He's got a really bright future. Loved watching him play and grow as a one-year college guy at Ohio State.
Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. And Westbrook gets it to go.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Westbrook with the steal. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Durant's got the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 4 points this quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Thunder?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Got that one up quick. Collison's got his first 2 points of the night.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Here's Russell. Here's Bass. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Huertas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Young with no one around. The three-pointer off the mark. The Thunder leading by 11. Down low. And Westbrook throws it down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
There's the pass to Huertas. And here's Young from the arc. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists tonight.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Shots good by Durant.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Young outside. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Clarkson. Passes it to Huertas. Down low. 1 second left. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that concludes the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had and that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Durant doing all sorts of things. 25 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Robert Sacre is out there with Randall. Then it's Young. Then there's Kobe. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Bryant. Here's Randall. Here's Sacre. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, Could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
So it's the Lakers now after Oklahoma City gets the 3. The drive by Russell. Again, the Lakers.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim. The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
And the Lakers call time here. A big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
And the Thunder making a change here. Waiters is checked in.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
He dishes it to Ibaka. Over to the left wing. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
Durant, good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. So we'll see D'Angelo Russell go to the line here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. For Los Angeles, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Adams has got his first basket of the night. Lakers trail by 14. Russell passes to Randall. Makes it off the glass.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Got a piece of it. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
And the Thunder with some changes. Cantor comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. And the Lakers also making a switch. Clarkson's checked in. There's the pick. Randall. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run. The top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. 5th is D'Angelo Russell.
He gave them a luxury in those games that a lot of teams just don't have. I mean, being able to plug a rookie in and know he's going to carry his weight offensively.
Hey, anybody can open a bank account, but few can fill it up with the kinds of numbers he has over the last 10 games.
Roberson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Bass with a screen for Kobe. No good. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
Here's Huertas following the score by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder making a change here. Collison's out there. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Ryan Kelly, he's checked in for Kobe. Bass with the screen. Shots good by Clarkson.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
1:46 left in the third. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Kelly. It's hauled in by Collison.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the Thunder another three.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Well, Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Nick Collison. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Andre Robertson. We've got 1:23 left here in the third quarter. Bass, a screen on Waiters. Clarkson, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Clarkson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
And here is Los Angeles now after Dion Waiters' miss. Clarkson kicks to Nance. The 15-footer, again Los Angeles. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Waiters dishes to Durant. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet up until last season, he'd been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you were talking about this. He posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
Yeah, he did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his length. 6'10", with a 7-foot 5-inch arm span. I mean, that makes up for a whole lot in this league. And as we've seen throughout his Hall of Fame career, I think it's worked out pretty nice.
I think it has too. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clarkson passes to Bass. And Cantor pulls it down. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Clarkson. Now here's Payne. Here's Waiters. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder lead by 15. And coming up as soon as we return from break. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Kanter is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The drive by Russell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Kobe with the bucket. Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
The Lakers making a switch here. Young's checked in. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
Here's Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's now 35 points for Kevin Durant. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 13 points for D'Angelo Russell.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
Here's Roberson. Randall grabs the board. Lakers trail by 21. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. They get it again. Sacre. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
No problems knocking that one down. Roberson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Randall with a screen for Russell. Feeds it to Randall. Lots of room. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Assisted.
Russell's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Thunder leading by 20. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. And the Thunder another 3.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Tipped away. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition. And then Durant with the dunk.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Russell kicks to Kobe. Outside Durant. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Bryant. Russell kicks to Young. That hammers it home to polish off the break.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's what we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And Russell gets it to go.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Cantor dishes to Durant, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
Young, a good look. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Oklahoma City's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And that one's good. Durant.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
To the paint, here's Bryant. No luck. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Oklahoma City.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And, guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Durant. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Sacre, good.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Tries it from 9. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Inside. That's good from Randall on the assist by Russell.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. And here's Payne. McGarry passes to Payne. Right side Westbrook. Here's Waiters. Off target with that shot. So no problem for...
Hi, Kevin. Well, much will be made of the scoring that you had here, certainly. But can you describe or put a value on the contributions of your teammates?
Well, it's a team game. Everybody has to come to play. Everybody play hard in the second half. We stuck together. So
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
This was vintage Kevin Durant we saw tonight, fellas. Just tearing it up. He's got the most diverse set of skills out there from an offensive standpoint. There isn't anything he can't do. And defensively, he can do it as well. It's almost impossible to count all the ways Kevin Durant helps his team.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. There are a lot of explosive offensive players on the Thunder, but one thing they do so well that gets overlooked is rebound to basketball. Just how good is this team?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. It's a single game return to Los Angeles for the Clippers as they look for a boost from their home crowd. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one. Guys, they came out on top of the season series matchup a season ago, taking 2 of the 3 away from them.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Durant in at the small forward. Here's Griffin. And that one no good to start him off on the night.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against Los Angeles.
And the way they attacked the basket and that.
That's what we came to see. Aggressive, assertive basketball.
He just threw that one down with as much strength as he could muster.
Just flat out angry.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Paul kicks to Jordan. To the inside. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Jordan. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has. And they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And he gets it to go.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
All right, Doris, here's Griffin. The shot will not go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Passes it to Redick. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And here are the Clippers now. 7-point differential. And the wide open shot from Redick. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. The Thunder have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running.
And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
And here is Paul. Serge Ibaka making his last triple. There's the pick. Right wing. Paul, no one around him. It's good from long range. Paul's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Redick has improved every phase of his game over every year, especially in the area of efficiency. Shooting over 47% from the field last year. And Greg, that by far the highest in his career.
Yeah, and his mid-range jumper last year, just automatic. The turnovers per minute averaged also ridiculously low. It even improved as a defender.
Now here's Durant following the shot by Chris Paul. Adams' shot is good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
You know, it's interesting. It really had been mostly a cordial relationship between Durant and the media up until last season. And then at the All-Star break, I mean, he had some biting remarks.
So, for the Clippers, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Jordan. Pierce comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Payne comes in for Roberson. Now here's Paul. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
And the shot is good. Durant's comments during the All-Star break about the media, he might have been right with some of his comments. I don't know, though, that he really was happy that they came out the way they did.
I agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, he made it clear that he doesn't view the media as all that friendly, though.
And you really thought...
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that.
And Griffin slams it in.
Now that...
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And he gets it to go.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And it's Paul penetrating. Kicks it out to Crawford. And another 3 for the Clippers.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Pass to Kanter. It's tipped. Paul outside. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Griffin's got 6.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Here's Ibaka. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 15 points for Serge Ibaka.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Durant battles through traffic and lays it in. He's got 6.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And here we go. A shot's good from Westbrook.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
A free flow.
Yeah.
And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his coach, and he credits his brother for inspiring him to work at his craft.